Hi.
Hello. How are you?
This is Christine.
Hi, Christine. I'm
nice to
Alan.
meet
How
you.
are you doing?
Good, and you?
Great. Come on in.
Okay.
Joining me is Jenni Doyle. She's a Canadian singer-songwriter, and she's here today to talk about her music and how it all began. Welcome to the show, Jenni.
Thanks, Christine. Thanks for having me.
So, when did your passion begin for music?
Well, my passion began when I was a wee little girl. My mom, was always singing and always had music playing and putting me in talent shows in school and, dance lessons. So I've been doing this since I was, probably 2 years old.
And when did you first perform?
When I was 2 years old, I was in
2 years
tap
old.
dancing lessons. I have tap dancing shoes that are like this big that I've saved.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I got my first taste of a live audience at 2 years old.
So it's in your blood, in your genes,
It
I should
is.
say.
It's engraved in my soul, yes.
That's wonderful. Now, for music, when did you first, started singing in front of people?
I started singing probably in elementary school when I was doing musical theaters. That was my first taste of doing live music on stage and having to remember songs and lyrics. And then after elementary school, I went to a special high school for the arts, Canterbury High School in Ottawa. And I did acting there, studied acting, which then brought me to Vancouver. So I went to Vancouver Film School after Ottawa, after high school.
That's wonderful. Now, why country?
Well, I have CDs and music on my song list from everyone from Tupac to Patsy Cline. I love all kinds of music. I love dance music, hip hop. I love jazz. I love rock. But country, I feel like when I sing country, I feel the most natural singing country. I feel the most comfortable singing country. I listened to Shania Twain, Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline growing up. So country's always been in my heart.
Congratulations on your new album. Can you
Oh,
tell us
thank
about
you.
that?
Yeah, well, the album should be released January next year, 2018. Right now I've got 5 songs that I just released on iTunes. You can buy them. They're all singles. Basically, my friend Stephen Lane and I got together and started co-writing some songs. And I got in contact with Alan Roger, who's produced all of the songs. And I knew Alan Roger from, 12 years ago when I was in a girl pop band. I met him. So I called him up and asked him if he'd produce these songs. And he actually had a few songs of his own that I fell in love with that I've actually recorded as well.
And today you did some recording right in his studio.
Yeah, this is it. This is the studio.
And it's so tell us about your songs. Like you covered and
I Got You Covered. That's the one that Stephen Lane and I wrote together. Also, we wrote a song called
Just One Cook.
No,
Or is
Only
it
One
just
Cook is
Only One
Alan's.
Cook?
He wrote that one and he wrote the Runaround. The other song that Stephen Lane and I wrote is Red Wine. And the other one is Get My Hands a Little Dirty.
What inspires you to write?
I don't know what exactly inspires us. We just get together. And I Got You Covered came from a blanket that was a gift for me. And it was a blanket on our couch and it actually says, I got you covered. And so I started singing about, I got you covered, more of a love song. Like I've got your back, I've got you covered. And that's just, the inspiration was a blanket. And Stephen came over and we just, I sang the melody and he came up with a chorus and we just kept collaborating and we came up with that song.
That's wonderful. Now, do you like performing or working in the studio?
You know what? I love performing. It's, just a rush to be on stage and feel the energy from the audience. But I also love the recording aspect too, right? So, both of them I feel at home in the studio and both on stage.
So tell us about the journey. So you've always, how do you keep motivated? With health and do you ever feel like?
Well, I just drink a lot of coffee, and if you love doing something as much as I love singing, then it doesn't feel like work. It is work, but it doesn't feel like work because you just love doing it.
Yes. So you breathe, eat, and dream it, and
Pretty
so
much.
It's all it. So tell us about you going to be a tribute artist for Shania Twain and Faith Hill.
Yes,
Is that right?
yes. So I just got involved with a tribute band. It's called Forever Country. You can check it out on forevercountryshow.com. And we're going to be touring BC and Alberta. There's going to be Garth Brooks impersonator, Alan Jackson, Tim McGraw. I'm going to be impersonating Faith Hill as well as Shania Twain. Our first show is November the 9th at Rooster's Cabaret. And then we're going to make our way down through BC, and we're going to do our last show in Red Deer, Alberta.
Wow, how exciting.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a fun tour.
And then you have, you're actually part of a group, right? Las Divas?
Las
I should
Divas.
say.
I'm in 2 cover bands, and we do a lot of local bars and venues in Vancouver. The first one is Las Divas, and the second one is The Attractions.
Now, if people want to listen to your music or go to your website, what information would they go?
www.jennidoyle.com, and that's Jenny with an I. I know I spell my name different because there's so many Jennys out there. My mom had to make it a little different and spell it with an I.
And last question, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I see myself still singing, hopefully. I'm not sure what kind of band I'm going to be in or where my album will take me, but I definitely see myself, no matter what, I'm still going to be singing. And
Now, for our viewers who are watching us, this interview, I should say, what tips would you give them if they wanted to follow in your footsteps?
Well, just follow your heart, follow your gut instinct, and just follow your dreams and start small and just take it step by step, day by day, and just keep practicing.
That's wonderful. And I'd like to have you come back on the show, Jenny.
Yeah, I'd love to, Christine.
And all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
Sing your heart out. Do your best.
All right.
Do it because you love people.
What?
I got you covered, I got your back. I'm yours forever, and that's a fact. If you're in trouble, if you should ever fall, I wanna be the first one that you call. Before I met you, I was a mess. I was so broken, I must confess. But since the day you came sweeping in, I'm more in love than I have ever been. And I'm gonna be the one to hold you tight. And I'm gonna love you morning, noon, and night. There ain't no other, you are the only one. I can't remember having this much fun. I'll be your rock, I'll be your lover, I got you covered. You give me shivers all down my spine. Boy, you're so sexy, you're so damn fine. I call you Winnie, 'cause you're my bear, and I wanna be your honey all the time. It's all those little things that you do that lets me know your love is real and true. I feel so lucky that you're my guy. I'm gonna love you till the day I die. And I'm gonna be the one to hold you tight. And I'm gonna love you morning, noon, and night. There ain't no other, you are the only one. I can't remember having this much fun. I'll be your rock, I'll be your lover, I got you covered. If times get tough, if times get hard, I'll always love you like Whitney in The Bodyguard. And I'm gonna be the one to hold you tight.